Welcome everyone to another episode of RCW Fusion, as we have Morgan Reese making her way out here. Now this is a tag team matchup here to start this off. Morgan Reese, the #1 contender to Bella Durov's RCW Women's Championship, confronting her after her match just a number of weeks ago. Now Morgan awaiting her partner, the women's champion, Bella Durov. Now we're going to see if these two can coexist here tonight. At least for the time being, leading up to their match at RCW Breakpoint for that title. Now, I believe it's for a couple months here, if my calculations are correct. Bella Durov has held on to that title for at least about 5 to 6 months now, winning it at RCW Afterlife this past December of last year. And she successfully defended it against Tiffany Max on Fusion. And now you have Mai Shimada, the Maiden of the Beyond. Now Mai Shimada was the last woman to challenge for that title on a big stage. And she came up short at RCW Legacy this past February. But we also have coming up at Exodus in June, the next premium live event for RCW after next Friday, Breakpoint. That is the next pay-per-view in June. Exodus, the 20 women Royal Rumble and the 20-man Royal Rumble. So a lot of women and a lot of men are going to have an opportunity at facing the champion of their choosing, whoever wins those Royal Rumbles, as we have Scarlet Nova. And before I get to Scarlet here, to finish my thought there with the Royal Rumbles, whoever wins those at Exodus in June will go on to Slamfest in August to face the champion of their choosing. Scarlet Nova now, she has one hell of a task at her at RCW Breakpoint Down Under in Australia, in Sydney, where she will face Luna Outlaw in a casket match, but that is in the future, next Friday. This is now here at Fusion on Saturday, as she will join Mai Shimada in her corner. As we have Morgan Reese and Mai Shimada, looks like they're going to start off this tag matchup. Here we go. Now the big question is going to be Morgan Reese and Bella Durov in terms of if they can coexist or not. It's going to be a big question mark there. Now the River City Renegade Morgan Reese telling Bella Durov that you had taken that title opportunity from Charlotte Flair, as it was Bella Durov who stole the spot against Jordan, the then champion at the time, at RCW Afterlife. And ultimately, Bella Durov had challenged for that title, and then Charlotte Flair ended up getting a shot at Bella Durov, and unfortunately for her, fell short. And the reign of the Moscow product has been continuing since December of last year, folks. It's crucifix there, Morgan Reese. As Scarlet Nova reeling in the corner here. What's up, Elijah? Good to see you in here. Good to see everyone in here joining us here live here for Fusion. Remember, folks, next Friday, the 17th, will be the pay-per-view RCW Breakpoint. So you'll get 3 doses of RCW that week. That being Fusion the day after. Breakpoint and RCW on Wednesdays as well. The Go Home show. As referee taking a bit to get down there, and that's going to allow Morgan to kick out. Shimada took care of the women's champion. Now look at this, the Shining Wizard. On Scarlet there, that's beautiful. 1, 2 to win it for her team, and a kick out at 2.5. Morgan almost won it for her team. Bella Durov has really yet to really do anything in this matchup. But surprisingly, they're working pretty well together. Despite the little bit of animosity. Now, I think it's just really the way that Bella Durov has conducted herself that has been the problem for Morgan Reese. And I guess she's one to play by the rules, but Bella Durov doesn't seem to care. You know, always being the one to play by the rules didn't really help her out too often. She was losing match after match, especially when it came to titles, where titles were on the line. The Dream Championship at RCW Double Down, losing that match, and multiple other championship opportunities, and that was when she was all the happy-go-lucky girl from Moscow. And ever since then, she's turned over a new leaf, and I had to say the change of attitude has been helping her at least keep that title for as long as she's had. Disagree with it, disagree with her tactics, disagree with her taking a spot from Charlotte, but say what you want. But the proof is in the pudding there. It's count of 2 here. Shimada being thrown back into the ring. Shimada tried to make the tag. Bella Durov putting a stop to that. And look at this. This is the reason why the Moscow product is on top of the women's division. Remember, folks, on Wednesday, this next Wednesday, we will have the second round of the Serenity Championship Tournament. We already had the first round this past Wednesday, so if you want to go check that out, enter the command YT in my chat here, here live on Twitch, and you'll be able to get access to that and all the episodes of RCW, detailing all the way back from Season 1 all the way up to now in this new era. As Scarlet is tagged in now. Now Scarlet has the women's champion in the corner, looking for the face wash. There it is. It lands flush there for the enigmatic Stargazer to get the win for her team, and a kick out at 2.5 from Bella. And you can tell by that reaction there, that's not what Scarlet was expecting. It's going to take a lot more than that to take down the women's champion. Now Tiffany Max came pretty close to doing so last time on Fusion. Perhaps Scarlet looked for Into the Cosmos. Mai Shimada looking for some help. And Mai Shimada gets taken out. It's now Scarlet looking a little dazed here. Bella Durov's gonna dive. Nobody home. They'd say it's high risk, high reward if you land it. Nope. Scarlet coming back with a kick to the women's champion. That gives Mai Shimada time to recover. It didn't seem to work out in her favor, and now gets the tag. A much needed one. But there's Bella again, now going after Scarlet. And Scarlet gets a boot to the face. And now once again, Mai Shimada being taken to her feet. Oh, look at this DDT! On the outside here. Scarlet pulled down. And the women's champion has completely taken over. This is a chance here. I don't look to go for the fist of Stalin, but hesitated a little bit. And that caused Mai Shimada with the ability to get up. Now Mai Shimada, looked for the German suplex, but Durov got to her feet. Oh, but look at this. The knee right to the jaw of the women's champion, and there's Morgan, but she took a big boot from Scarlet. Looking for that kick in the corner there. The Kaminari, the kick. Right to the back. Now Mai Shimada looked to finish it. But Bella being able to find her way. This is why the women's champion has been so dominant for so long. Now Bella Durov kind of forced to make a tag, trying to get over, and she's got Morgan. But now Scarlet had her in the right path, the UFO cutter. Beautiful. Right to Scarlet, or right to Morgan, and a kick out. Or actually, it was Bella Durov there that broke it up. And I'm very surprised that she's helping Morgan here. They're not seeing eye to eye right now, but I think, I have to commend Bella for being the professional one here. Oh, Bella helping out Morgan, but that was short-lived. Scarlet tagging in Mai. Made another beyond with a drop kick of her own there. Insaguri. I'm looking for that Shining Wizard yet again. Bang! Right to the face of Mai Shimada. That kick once again. And a little shimmy for all the troubles looking to get Scarlet off of the apron. Scarlet met her with a knee and finally able to do it. Possibly tried to get her to the ropes for the feeling the blues, but Morgan just unable to capitalize. And now that was a weak kick there. My Shimada got the better of that exchange. And now Mai looking for that kick yet again. In the corner, got it. The Kaminari kick. 1, 2, to get the win. And yes, Mai Shimada gets the victory for her team. With her and Scarlet. And Bella Durov didn't do anything there to really break it up and caused issues, but Scarlet and Mai get the victory here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next match momentarily. That's right, folks. We have SCW. We have partnered up with SCW once again as we have Roseblade making her debut right now. Here on Fusion, now Roseblade, one of the additions to the loaded women's division this year. Hence why we had started the Serenity Championship tournament. As Roseblade looking to impress everybody. Let's see if she can do that here tonight. Against somebody who did compete, or was going to compete in the tournament, Jewel Richner. Now, she was one of the ones that participated in one of the qualifying matchups. Sky ended up going to that. Now, Sky ended up losing to Ginger Jameson in the tournament in the first round. But Jewel here looking to get some momentum back. We'll see if she can. As we have Roseblade making her debut here against Jewel Richter. Here we go. It's Jewel right away. Running in on the debuting Roseblade. Like I said, this women's division loaded this year as the knees set to the midsection of Rose. And now, wow, what a code red. From Jewel. Jewel shot right out of a cannon and coming in right again. And a Roseblade able to stop it here. But Jewel able to shift her weight. And now Jewel going up top here. Jewel looking to go for the elbow drop, but nobody home. And again, Jewel just trying to spoil the debut of Rose Blade here. She's doing a pretty good job of it so far. Now, like I said, Jewel Richner was one of the competitors that could have qualified for the Serenity Championship tournament. But Sky Outlaw, the veteran, was the one to spoil those dreams, at least. And Ginger Jameson spoiled her dreams in that tournament. Now Rose Blade trying to come back in this. Rose, what a suplex off of the top rope there. Right into the cover. And a kick out at 1. Wearing those heel boots, that cannot feel great being kicked with those, let me tell you. She tries for that. The knees. The knee right to the back and into a slam there. Now these ladies going to trade some blows here. Jewel so far getting the better of the exchange. And Jewel with a shot. Dazing Rose here. As now Jewel, look at this. The quick acrobatics. Look at how quick she is on her feet. You gotta be quick here in this business. Count of 2 here. Kick out. You know, we see a lot of quick and agile talent here. And Jewel is no slouch. Now look at this, a clothesline. Propping her into the corner. Here's Rose with a boot. But couldn't follow it up. And Jewel just the much quicker woman here. You know, Rose has the power advantage. No question there, but the quickness comes into play as well. Because your power means absolutely nothing if you can't figure out a way to slow down the person that's a lot quicker and faster than you. Now Rose, we're going to turn this around. Look at this. The reverse choke slam. And not even a serious cover at all to Jewel, and Jewel kicks out. A little bit of a... And then Jewel turns it around, but a little bit of a non-serious, not really taking Jewel too seriously here. And, you know, I don't know if I would do that here in your debut. You know, you have only one chance in life to make a first impression, and so far, Jewel's been right on the money for this. The chokeslam was the first big maneuver we've seen from Rose Blade in this matchup, and she's the one making her debut here on Fusion. Jewel has already made quite the impression, even though that she didn't qualify for the tournament, as Sky Outlaw, like I mentioned, was the one that ended up qualifying and for the tournament. She showed out in that match against the longest tenured female roster member. And Jewel might be possibly looking to win this via countout. But Jewel's not going to do that. What a launch. And what an elbow drop. I thought she might have been going for the countout victory, but that is not like Jewel at all. Spoke too soon there as a kick right to the face there. It might have been a knee. Wasn't too sure based on the camera angle. And probably tried to take her down into the ring post, but a clothesline from behind to Jewel. And now both ladies back inside the squared circle. Now look at the power of Rose Blade. Look at that. I think that was a variation of the Riptide there too. Kick out from Jewel there. Power has been unleashed now. Now she looked for the choke slam again, but Jewel had it scouted. And now Jewel again. Look at the acrobatics there. To get the win over Rose Blade and just a 1 count. Rose Blade proving to be tough as nails here. Now looking for what she did before. Looking for this suplex again. Over into the pin here. Referee took a little bit to get down 2. And that allows Jewel to kick out. Rose Blade, definitely without a doubt, one of the most powerful women here we have on the roster. Now I wonder what she would hold up against Diana Danger, one of the women that made her mark in the Serenity Championship tournament. Moving on to the second round. It is definitely a dream match if I'd ever seen one. Now again, Rose Blade trying to go for what she couldn't hit earlier. Got it this time with a leg drop. And now Rose again with the shot to Jewel. And she's fired up now. She's got it hooked. Choke slam. And it's all over but the shouting. Rose Blade. With the win of her life here. But she had to fight for it. As you can see by some of these replays here from the matchup, she definitely had to fight for this one. Jewel definitely not a slouch here, but Rose Blade making her mark here in this matchup with a huge, huge victory over Jewel Richner. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get to your next matchup in just a moment. That's right, folks. Do not miss. RCW's flagship show, Wednesdays. What's up, Mad Boss? Good to see you in here joining us. As we have Brad Williams, the Rebel, making his way out here. Now, Brad Williams, he's had a bone to pick with James Moore, one of the newest signees that we have here on the roster. And tonight he's going up against somebody who's had quite a few battles since his debut at RCW Eternal, all the way back. As we have the Psycho Kid, Elijah Jones. Now this man is no stranger to battles. He was in the #1 contendership match for Big Nasty's World Championship. Coming up short in that one, as Tiger will be the one to face him in just about a week time next Friday at RCW Breakpoint in Sydney. But Elijah Jones, he's challenged for the Intercontinental title and almost came through with it, but couldn't stop Terry Hines Jr. That man has held that title for 8 long months. And nobody's been able to stop the Brotherhood, the most dominant faction here in RCW. But Elijah Jones can't worry about that right now. That's the past. This is now. Elijah Jones, the Psycho Kid, going up against the Rebel here, and we'll see how well he does. So far, Elijah having the power advantage over the Rebel Brad Williams. Now we've seen the Rebel Brad Williams in battles with the Blackwells before, as Elijah Jones gets tossed over to ringside. And now Brad getting out of dodge here, trying to avoid the Psycho Kid. You know, you don't want to be caught giving Elijah Jones an advantage. Usually end up paying for it in the end, let me tell you. We were a millisecond close from calling Elijah Jones the new Intercontinental Champion. That should be a good match, Mad Boss. That should be a good match, Punk and 30 other competitors. We just use cause around here for RCW, but that's not to say that CM Punk may not make another appearance in RCW. But in this new era, we've decided to go fully CAW in this new era, and in future editions of RCW with every other 2K release. As Elijah Jones with the H-Bot. Man tried to go for a moonsault, the big man. Not coming through with that one. And oh! Who do we got here? It's James Moore! The man, James Moore, making his presence known here as Elijah Jones looking for the victory, almost had it. The rivalry between James Moore and Brad Williams continues. Brad Williams attacked him after his match, and now he's getting a little bit of payback. It didn't work out in his favor, at least for the time being, anyway. Oh, referee got caught inadvertently there, and that allows Elijah to take down Brad Williams. That slight distraction may have been enough. 2 here, and a kick out from the Rebel. And now Elijah looking for that elbow drop, and the Rebel gets out of the way there. Now the Psycho Kid going shot for shot here with the Rebel, and now the Rebel with a knee right to the Psycho Kid. Goodbye, Elijah, and a kick out from him. As the Psycho Kid refuses to go down. And now the Rebel and the Psycho Kid. Trading shots here. And Elijah getting the better of that exchange. And now Elijah looking for that knee strike. This is what injured Terry Hines Jr., and he lands it flush onto the Rebel. And the Rebel kicks out at 1. The defiance from the Rebel Brad Williams. And another maneuver from Elijah Jones, and another kick out. The Rebel, nothing short of defiant. This is the way he's always been. But the Psycho Kid, not holding anything back. I mean, the man had the balls to take on Terry Hines Jr. Not only that, but attacking him and injuring him at one point. Now, granted, he's all good now. He's all healed up. But it wasn't like that before, and Elijah bit off more than he could chew there. Now that allows Brad to gain a bit of an advantage. But Elijah, once again, using the ropes to his advantage. And now, look at the charge something up. Possibly the fist right to the back and the neck. And no, dived right out of the way is Brad Williams. But the power, too much. As now he looks for the knee. Yet again. The knee right to the Rebel, and Elijah picks up the victory. The man's got it. And the rivalry continues between him and James Moore, that being Brad Williams. Those two will meet at breakpoint. All right, folks. We are here with our tag team main event as we have Jackson Cobb and Melo Carter making their way out here. This is a title bout versus the tag team champions in F.E.A.R. Nobody's been able to really stop F.E.A.R. The Marshall brothers are the #1 contenders for those titles, but it seems that F.E.A.R. wanted to prove a point here. That loss versus the Marshall brothers was only a fluke. And they put their titles up for grabs. Here tonight. As we have the tag team champions. Since RCW Afterlife, these guys have held on to the titles after defeating Vibe, and we haven't heard from Vibe in a long time. Hades and Shadow. Now these brothers, they are perhaps the most dominant tag team we have ever had. In the 6-year history of RCW, nobody's really been able to stop them. The only team or faction or group, whichever word you want to use, that has been as dominant as F.E.A.R. has been the Brotherhood. Even Rapture, with all those ladies of Rapture, even they aren't as dominant as the Brotherhood, but F.E.A.R., as long as they hold those titles, the rest of the tag division will have to go through them. There's Shadow in the white and black. Hades in the red and white. As we have the RCW Tag Team titles on the line here tonight. This is the first time Jackson Cobb and Melo Carter have teamed up with each other since they were at in each other's corners. We will see if they can take down the Goliaths in Hades and Shadow. Our referee holding those up. Here we go. Looks like Melo Carter's going to start it off. And looks like it's going to be Shadow to start it off here. For F.E.A.R. And look at this! The combination of technical prowess and power. I have never seen Shadow lifted like that. Ever. And the chorus of boos rained down within the RCW fandom. The disrespect to Melo Carter. Look at this. This is just an onslaught of offense. Like, these guys are making Melo Carter look like a little bug. Like a cheetah and gazelle, so to speak. Oh, but the referee was taken out from that tornado DDT. I love the thinking from Melo Carter, using the agility to his advantage. Hopefully our referee's okay. Looks like She's fine. She's just taking a breather for a moment. You'll notice that these two Goliaths here do not have gloves on or anything protecting their hands. No wrist tape, no finger tape, no nothing. You know, I often wonder if they're a bunch of masochists who like pain, but they also like to inflict pain on others. And Melo Carter desperately has to make the tag there to his buddy, Jackson Cobb. And now Jackson Cobb here, only getting a 1 count. Remember, folks, we greatly appreciate all of you who join us here live on Twitch every Saturday and every Wednesday and every stream that we do here. But especially for those 6 years we've done RCW. As Jackson Cobb taking out Hades and Shadow all by himself here. Now, don't discredit Melo Carter, but he wasn't looking good throughout this matchup. And now we're seeing some of the face paint start to peel away. And Shadow looked to take out Melo, but unable to, and the cartwheel kick. Look at this. 2. And got him down for the 2 count. Jackson Cobb and Melo Carter doing a good job here, keeping Shadow isolated from his partner. From his brother, Hades. Not just his partner, but his blood brother. Look at this! The power bomb! Into a knee from Melo Carter, and it looks like Melo Carter was busted open off of that turnbuckle earlier on. Now you got to make the tag now if you're Shadow. There you go. He got the tag off. And what's this? A magic killer. Now look at this. This is just an onslaught. Oh my! The choke slam, or the Uranagi rather. And Melo Carter just got right back up from it. He tried to take down Hades here. It must be the adrenaline rush. That's the only explanation I could come up with. When you have that rush of adrenaline, you don't feel any pain at all. You have almost superhuman strength, and there's that technical prowess on display there for Melo Carter. You got to take down the big men somehow. You're not going to do it with power. You know, as great as Melo Carter is, and as great as we've seen him throughout this matchup, you're just not going to do it that way as he looked for that knee strike. The one that sent Big Nasty down. Looks like a variation of the STO there. It's now Hades. Looking for that power slam perhaps, but no. Melo tried for a super kick perhaps. And the blows to the midsection. Melo's really hurting right now. As they're looking to do it again, looking for the magic killer again. There it is. And now Melo on the outside, Jackson Cobb taken out. And the dominance continues. Hades doing his job. And look at this. The Dominator. Right to Melo Carter. Now taking him to the corner as they're looking for Dreaded Sorrow. They got it! The Dreaded Sorrow. The assisted powerbomb. Jackson Cobb taken out again. Could that be the end of Melo Carter? Kick out from him. Melo Carter refusing to go down. If you've seen that matchup with him and Big Nasty, you know how much fight this guy has in him. As that springboard DDT connects again. And again, Jackson Cobb just taken out. They're doing a great job keeping Melo Carter isolated, as this is just desperation here. That was desperation at its finest. It's now Melo Carter in a world of hurt right now. Look at this, the power slam. Jackson Cobb still fighting him off. Jackson Cobb again with a knee. And this man still toughing it out. Hades with a 10 beats. That'll keep him down, but there's Melo Carter, though. Melo Carter taking advantage. What a knee to win the tag team titles. Kick out at 2.5. And it's that kind of magic that we're so used to seeing from Melo Carter. Oh, but now he might be in trouble looking for the powerbomb. Melo Carter found a way out. This guy's got to make a tag. He has to. That's where he's going. Hades busted open. And once again, Melo Carter just not in a good spot right now. Jackson Cobb could have tagged himself in there, but he might have been 2 days from all the punishment he's been taking. In that ring, tried for the knee strike. Not enough space, not enough room. And look at that, the power slam again. Jackson Cobb, though, on the apron. And there's Hades again. Taking him out. Getting him over to the corner, looking for Dreaded Sorrow. Dreaded Sorrow. On to Melo Carter. And it's all over. F.E.A.R. retained. What a matchup between these two teams, and what fight from Melo Carter and Jackson Cobb, even though that Jackson Cobb was barely in this thing. Sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and F.E.A.R. are still tag team champions. Who's going to stop them? Is it going to be the Marshall brothers? We're going to find out next Friday at RCW Breakpoint in Sydney, Australia. Will those two escape with the titles? We'll find out soon enough. Thank you guys so much for joining us on RCW Fusion. And we'll see you on RCW on Wednesday.